should start. Hello viewers, how are you today? Welcome to our lovely show today, and I know you are catching a great fun as the day goes by. Come to think of it, this is 2018 and 2 weeks is almost gone. Just want to ask very fast, how have you gone with the year? Still falling in place, just the way you want it to be? If it is not, I just want you to believe. This is a program where we believe in God. We believe that whatever we do, whatever we wrote down, whatever we are believing God to do for us, it's going to achieve. We're going to achieve them as the year goes by. Just believe and believe strongly. I know things is going to work out for you, especially in your relationship. Okay, my name is Eddie, and I'm the convener of the Fixers Network, a platform where we deal with relationship, deal with marriage. Basically, we're going to be talking on love, and I know that topic actually make a good turn in the heart of a lot of people. But this is a relationship program where we will talk to young people, youths, married ones around among us, on how to manage their marriage, manage their relationship, and what to expect in friendship when it comes to relationship, how to build a godly home, and how to make your relationship work. You're going to be expecting or getting a lot of those things from this platform. Today being the very first day of this program, we're just going to give us a very few tips on how to make relationship work. I'm not going to make this a full program, but as the week goes by, every week we're going to be seeing us here. We're going to bring new programs to us, new topics, and some of the times we expect you to send your questions. We're seeing a platform where we can answer your questions on this platform. I'm going to give an email at the end of the program where you can send your questions to, and we're going to answer them as God help us. Alright, today I'm just going to be talking about relationship that work. Like I said, I'm going to give few tips, not just the major tips, but 3 tips I'm going to give. Now my question is, a lot of people, I have a lot of friends who come and say, Eddie, my relationship is not working, my last relationship did not work out. And I asked them, how did the relationship start? What were your goals in that relationship? What did you plan to achieve at the end of those relationships? Or probably do you have a time frame for this relationship? Now, you see, the motives, the aims behind every relationship is what determine how long that relationship will last or go. It's what will make that relationship work or not. I've seen a lot of people say, I met this guy last week and we had good talk, we had good conversation. I know he's a good guy, he's a fun person to be with, and I believe God is going to take us to the best height what we want in this relationship. And you see the same set of people 3 weeks into that relationship that are telling me, I'm tired of this person, I don't think I can cope with his excess, this is just this person I don't want in my life. And my question goes to them now, what are actually your goals in that relationship? Now, for any relationship to work, there must be a goal. What is my aim? You see, when I started my own relationship, I'm going to go deep into this, but when I started my own relationship, one of the things I point out in that relationship was, where is this going? Where is this going? Is this going to be a relationship where we just have fun, meet in the beach, hold hands together, go to ice cream spot, have those good fun, and at the end of the day, everybody walk his own life? Or is this going to be a relationship that I want to be committed to, something that could lead to marriage tomorrow, something I could give my life for in future time to come? And some of those questions, we answered it together, and thank God today it has led to the next level, like what you call marriage, and thank God for that. But one question I ask singles, I'm going to a relationship, my question is, what type of relationship do you want to get into? The first thing you must put in mind, or the first point I want to give, is the God factor. Is God in this relationship? Now let me say this, everything we're going to be talking on this show is not just, I just want to have a friend that I want to play around. We don't believe in playing around, we don't believe in messing up yourself in this platform. We believe in a relationship that will lead to something serious. I'm not saying it definitely must lead to marriage, because if you are courting someone and it's not working out, you have the grace to pull out. But I'm saying making taking a serious step that could probably lead to marriage, where God knows that you are serious with this relationship. So you need to put in the God factor. Wherever there is a supremacy in any form of organization, in any form of friendship, in any form of relationship, you have the tendency to bring in a supreme fear, and it makes the individual involved to be serious in that relationship. So if you are believing as a single, you want to get into a relationship that could lead to marriage, or something that will lead very serious, that you think will work out, you have outgrown the level, you feel, okay, I want to live my single days. I'm 24 as a lady, I'm 25, or I'm approaching 30 something as a guy, and you want to make that decision to live to your next level. I will encourage that. The first step you take must be a God factor. God must be in it. I want to go to my next step. Is God saying yes on this particular relationship? Is God giving me a go ahead? I used to tell people that whatever will not work from the beginning, you will know. That is if the God factor is there. Now, when you have the God factor, you have every tendency. I will believe that you hear from God. I will believe that the Holy Spirit leads you as a child. So definitely, you will see that God factor telling you that this step I'm about to take is not working for me, or this step I'm about to take, I think it will lead to something good. That is if the individuals involved are actually serious about it. So we must have the God factor. The second thing I want to talk about is the conversations. Now, when you meet, what things do you talk about? You see, I believe that conversation, when there was a scenario I painted some time ago when I was talking to an audience. I told them that the first thing in every friendship, when I meet somebody on the road, when I meet somebody in a place, when I meet somebody in an event, the first thing we talk about actually will make up 90% of our relationship. Ask me why. Now, let's say the first time we met, we discussed about how somebody robbed some other person. Now, it is very possible that the next time we meet to continue that conversation on robbery. Now, you now crack your head to think about sometimes ago how somebody robbed someone that you know, or our conversation is going to boil around that area where we first converse on. Except somebody wants to break that bond and say, okay, let's talk about something else. Now, what build our conversation? You see that I've noticed these days, especially for guys who just want to play around girls, who just want to sleep with them, have fun, and just walk away, they tend to build your mind, they tend to lead your mind to the area of sex, something that they will benefit from. They try to build your heart into something that they will gain from. And when they lead you, if you are not wise or careful enough, you dance to the tune, and at the end of the day, you just find yourself in an ungodly relationship. Though two of you might meet in the church, but because of your conversations were not right, rightful conversation will always lead to a good and a better relationship. But you see, sometimes we might be prayer members together, and whenever we meet, if we don't pray, maybe after we pray, we'll talk about the Bible, we'll talk about social things, and talk about education, career, and we boil around this, and everything we discuss has to see how the other person benefits and grow in that level. You see, that relationship will be an healthy one. But when we don't control whatever we discuss, when we don't control whatever comes to our conversation, maybe we are sitting with friends and something just leads into this conversation, and that is not godly. You find yourself, we build those relationships on those ungodly conversations, and they lead to probably sex, and you discover that all the things I felt for this person before was not really love, but infatuation, I beg your pardon, or lust. And you discover that lust, after he gets what he wants, he walk away. That's why you see a lot of people say, when he slept with me, he left me. Why? Because he has fed the thing that actually brought him into that relationship. So whatever your relationship you're believing God for this year is, you must be conscious of the two things I've said. I've talked about the God factor, God leading you into that relationship. Secondly, you must consider the conversation you have with this person, the kind of places you visit, the kind of things you say. And lastly, I'm going to talk about the trust factor. You see, a lot of marriages that are cracking today or divorcing today because of the same trust factor. Now, the trust factor is built from your friendship days, from the very first time you meet. And trust is not something that you just place on someone, it's something that you earn based on conversation, based on what you've seen that person do, based on promises that person has kept, based on everything that person claimed to be, and you have seen them physically, that person is practicing whatever they said they would do. So you see that when you build in those trust, it helps you to hold on to this person and say, I know what this person will be doing at this time. I know where this person can go to. I know where this person I know what this person can do. I remember when I was growing up, I grew up with my granny, and a lot of times when we have, maybe there's a riot or something, there's a fight somewhere, and you talk to, and you go to the house and say, mama, they are fighting somewhere else, so where is your children? You can say, okay, this one is not around, please go and look if they are there. They will say, wow, what about Eddie? We say, no, that one, I know him, he cannot be in such places. That's the kind of trust I'm talking about, where you get to a point where you say, no, my spouse or my husband, or no, this person I'm dating, or my whatever you want to call it, it can't be there. When somebody say, I found him in this particular situation, or with this particular place with this kind of person, you try to say, no, he must be there because he was running an errand, or something somehow just lead him to that place. Now, trust is based on communication. All of these things I'm not going to say in this just one show, but I believe that as you follow us on this show, you connect to us on this show, you're going to learn more. And as time goes on, let me just give you some little expose. We're going to bring people. I'm going to bring my spouse or my wife into one of the show one of these days, and you're going to learn from experiences. One of the things that we encourage you to do is to call your friends, connect them at this same time every week to connect to this program, and you will learn things that will edify your soul as a Christian and as someone who is believing God for a better relationship this year. We want to build a better community for ourselves. I believe God has touched you a little, and if God has really touched you, like I said, I'm going to give an email where you can send a question and answer, and we're going to answer them as the show goes on. That will be neddyjet@yahoo.com. I'm going to spell NEDDYJET at either yahoo.com or at gmail.com. I'll say that again. That is NEDDYJET at yahoo.com or at gmail.com. Send your mail, we're going to respond to them. Until we meet next, God bless you. Also, my name again is Akiyimi Eddy, convener of the Fixers Network. God bless.